All right. Can you hear me now? Can everybody hear me now? All right. Didn't have the mic turned on. I had everything else set up, but I didn't have the mic turned on. So, all right, we all good. Everybody in here? Everybody's in here. Everybody's good. Where y'all from? I want to know where everybody's from first, so we can see. We got any people from abroad? Anybody that's from around the world? Anybody that's here other than Atlanta? You know what I'm saying? The Atlanta area. Like, I wanna know where you guys at. Oh, we got Russia. Knoxville, Tennessee, VA, Chicago. Okay, Elba, Alabama. Been there. Yes. Memphis 10. Baltimore, Staten Island. Staten Island. Local producer from Memphis. Okay, my name is Javar. Oh, that's crazy. Actually, one of my best friends is from Memphis. His name is Javar. His name is Javar Rockmore, and he is the one that produced a lot of Moneybag Yo stuff. That's one of my good friends. I know Javar for a long time, and your name is Javar as well, so that's dope. All right, let's see the Bay Area, Detroit, Brooklyn. All right. Yeah, I used to go to school in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, and I used to travel all through. I used to travel all through Alabama, everywhere, north, south, east, and west. Yeah, rode through there. Didn't stay there, but rode through there. Yes. Javar. Well, it's another dude on here named Javar too, Javar. It's another dude from Memphis up here. Wow, we actually have the super duper producer Javar Rockmore in here. Yes, he is responsible for so many hits, and he actually produced Waukesha for Moneybag Yo. Javar is in the comments, so if you guys want to, pick his brain about some stuff, you can do that as well. He's actually a very cool dude. Very cool dude. Yes. That's crazy. Yeah, Javar, you got to look up. It's another dude from Javar in here named Javar too from Memphis. Unless that was you. I don't know. Yeah. Yes. So I'm glad to and I need to do like a cook up with Javar too. You think that'd be dope, y'all, if I did like a cook up with other producers, like, just film other producers cooking up. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all let me know if I should do that. If not, you know what I'm saying, let me know what's good. Oh, that was you. Oh, I'm sitting like, yo, I know my homeboy from Memphis, Javar. I've known him for a long time. Da, da, da. Oh, that was you. Okay, my bad, bro. Oh my goodness. I'm like, yeah, you need to meet my homeboy Javar. Yeah, but it's early Saturday. You know what I'm saying? I'm down here in the dungeon. And you know, a lot of people have been asking me like certain questions about publishing deals and stuff like that. And Javar, if you can hang around for a little bit, I wish I could have set it up to where I could have did like a conference thing with you, and you can kind of just chime in too if you want. Maybe just give me 5 minutes of your day, bro. I know you're busy, but a lot of you guys are hitting me up about like signing publishing deals and what's the pros and cons with it, and should you get a publishing deal or not. And I'm really speaking to the people who are like right there on the cusp of like really getting like a hit record, and you might be looking at a substantial amount of money coming in, and you basically need to get your money picked up as many ways as possible. For some of you guys who are just getting started, it might be a little bit different, but if you do have the potential, there will be times where it'll be potential for you guys to go ahead and actually be signed to a publishing deal just strictly based on just your talent alone. Now, that situation does happen. It doesn't happen much, but that situation has happened, and sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. It's just depending on depending on how good you are and what you produced and what you have, what they call the pipeline. I know some of you guys would ask me about what is the pipeline, what does that mean? Well, the pipeline means your body of work that is supposed to come out, basically. Some people say it's about to come out, but it's supposed to come out because things change depending on the singles, depending on albums, depending on the record companies, but depending on a lot of stuff. So when people say the pipeline, it means like, say for instance, if you worked with Lil Baby, or if you work with artists, you know, that signed to this label, and artists signed to this label, and they might have projects that have singles come out. Those are things in the pipeline, or things that you've already got placed with major artists, or a song that is like, you know, big and is gaining steam and stuff like that. So that's what the pipeline is. That's what that actually means, like being in the pipeline. So if you do have songs in the pipeline, if you have people that are, you know, going to be putting these songs out and they're supposedly going to be big records, or they're with the major or whatever, you know, sometimes, you know, publishing companies or somebody that you may know that works at a publishing company might step to you and say, hey, you know, we might want to sign you to a publishing deal because we feel like, you know, we feel like you could potentially, you know, make some money, and you might need to get it collected a little bit more. And we want to go ahead and sign you over here so we can get all your stuff collected. So if you're in that type of a situation, to me, being honest with you guys, from my personal experience, I'm actually signed to Warner Chappell. I've been signed to them to Warner Chappell since 2015, since late 2015, and I signed a particular deal which is called an admin. It's an administration deal. It's basically an admin deal where they just basically collect on my publishing. They don't really give me opportunities or nothing like that. They basically just collect my money, and they charge me a percentage fee for collecting the money. And they go out and they take care of basically everything. They take care of the legal stuff. They take care of all that stuff to make sure I get as much money as possible. So that's one way of getting a deal. And there's another deal where it's like a full pub deal, where basically you will basically give over half of your publishing. And then in that type of a situation, they're supposedly supposed to help you out by getting placements, and to help you out by, you know, getting more placements where you can make more money for yourself and for the company. But the trade-off is you get less of your publishing back. Now, another question that you guys ask as well is, what is, do you guys have to have a publisher or a publishing company? Well, I'm not sure if you guys know, and I'm not going to dive too deep into this, but if you ever go to ASCAP, BMI, CSAC, or whatever, you always notice when you put in your information, it asks for a writer and it asks for a publisher, which a lot of you guys that I know don't have a publisher account. You just have a writer's account, either because it's free or it's cheaper, or you just don't feel like paying for both of them. But in all actuality, you need both, because if you don't have both, you're going to be missing out on half of your royalties in the beginning. So you want to have a writer, you want to have a publisher, you know what I'm saying? And then your writers with ASCAP, BMI, all that stuff, you get all that. Keep all that money, you're always going to get all the money with that coming in. But then your publisher side, what happens is, like if you sign to a major publisher or whatever, they will take control of your publishing money. Not your writer money, but just your publishing side. And from there, they'll take a percentage from that. So basically, they'll either take, like right now, most of the standards is like 15% for admin and then 50% for a publisher. And you can negotiate that depending on what you have in the pipeline. So for a lot of you guys who are starting out, I would say to make sure that you, in the future, you have something that's pretty solid, I would say, yes, you know, you can sign to a publisher, but I wouldn't necessarily say you have to sign to a major big publisher. I would say you can sign to somebody like what's it, Sound Trust or something like that, or TuneCore has publishing. A few places have lower level publishing companies where you can just sign up, and that way you'll be able to collect certain rights throughout the world, which is very important. You'll be able to collect your neighboring rights, because a lot of people miss out on money with neighboring rights overseas, so you'll be able to collect your money like that. So you'll be able to collect your full potential of money. Now, should you sign to basically a major publishing deal like something that I'm in the situation with me, the song was so big to where I want to make sure I utilize every single bit. Now, I was actually in a publishing situation with TuneCore at that time. TuneCore did an excellent job with everything, but at that time, I felt like with signing with Warner Chappell, the negotiations with certain things would have been much better, which kind of was, kind of not. But I'm happy with them. They did what they said they was going to do, and that's what I signed up for, and that's how things are. Um, TuneCore was great, but I had to move on to something a little bit better so I could have more leverage with, with the song, even though that it was just not me, it was me and the artist as well. But my leverage carried over sometimes to the artist, and sometimes the artist leverage carried over to me, and then we can end up getting higher fees, higher sync fees, and everything else. And then when you come in with a bigger company like that, people look at you a little bit different, saying, okay, well, he has a major publisher, so we're going to possibly throw them a bigger offer because we really want to use that song. So, yes, in my situation, of course, I want to go with a major publisher. I didn't want to do like a full publishing deal. I just want to do an admin deal because I want to collect because of the type of artist. And this is one thing that you guys have to understand. Like me, I'm the type of person that works with basically undiscovered talent. And I work with that type of talent. I build it up and then it comes to that point. So I don't really necessarily chase placements. So if you were somebody who chased placements, maybe a full publishing deal might be something that might be for you because it's like they'll try to sit you in the studio with major artists or somebody who signed to a label and you guys try to work that way. In my situation, I don't necessarily need that to happen because I have my own way of producing and I don't chase after major artists. I try to build up artists from scratch. So I felt the need that I didn't need half of my publishing to be taken for me to be doing what I do. So that's another way to look at it. So if you're building up an artist, which is, to be honest with you, which is the best way of getting placements, if you can build up an artist like that, that would be honestly the best way of, getting your stuff to, to the fullest potential of like, being a producer. Now, I don't know if you're still on here, Javar, but if you have anything to chime in, just, let these youngins know and let the youngins and oldins know, older guys know. But at the end of the day, like you got to understand what you're trying to do and what you're trying to accomplish. Some people are like, oh, I don't want to sign a publishing deal because they're taking a piece of my money and that's cool. I understand all that. But however, what you do have to understand is, let's put it like this. You got some people that's like, yo, I want to keep 100% of what I got, and that's what I want to do. Now, let's say, for instance, you kept 100% of $10,000. You got $10,000. But let's just say you got 85% of $100,000. Who wins? And that's what people got to understand with music. Like, I'm the type of person that's not scared to give up 15, 20, 30% to make a bigger profit because everybody thinks you have the ownership and all this stuff like that. Like, it's not necessarily like that. You have to be able to give yourself some wiggle room to make more money. You have to give some to make some. And that's why I went with more of an admin type of a situation. And in my situation, they take a piece of my publishing, and then from there, they use their leverage to basically get me and the company more money, because what happens is a lot of these major companies, they're signing you basically to say, we're signing this person because we know that they can bring in money for everybody. Not just for us, but for them as well. And publishing deals, we usually get the lion's share if you do like an admin type of a situation. So, all right. So with that whole spiel right there, if you guys got any questions that you want to ask me directly about this, I see some people talking about, mothers and all that stuff, which is cool. It's good. I like when you guys actually, talk to each other in the comments or whatever. But okay, so here we go. So one person asked, is DistroKid basically a publisher? They collect all of the money for you. Okay, DistroKid is an aggregate. So DistroKid collects on your mechanicals. They don't collect on your performance. So they do collect on your mechanicals and stuff like that, but they do not do certain things like, say, for instance, if a movie wants to use your song, they're going to go to your publisher to get that clearance to use that song, and they're going to send all of the different information, the contract, and everything to your publisher. So yes, DistroKid does collect on your mechanicals, which every sale or whatever happens like that on iTunes or Spotify or whatever like that, but they do not do anything else past that, so far as like if you're trying to get movie placements or trying to get sync licenses and stuff like that. So yes, on the mechanical side, but on the full scale publishing side, no. um Sorry, my record label looking to sign artists, hit me up. Cool, cool, cool. United Masters. Now, United Masters, I'm not too for sure. I think they do have a publishing side. I'm not sure. I've never used United Masters at that point. But I want to say Song Trust. I know TuneCore has a full publishing site as well. Yeah, the Song Trust collect everything. Yes, they are a full publishing company. They do the same thing. They do admin situations. So basically, it kind of balances out, because basically what they do is they charge, most of these companies, they charge 10% to collect everything that comes in, and then they charge like another 20% to collect everything that comes in from like YouTube and stuff like that. So the average is really about 15%. So when you do these admin deals, they just basically say, we're going to collect everything for you. We're going to collect your neighboring rights overseas so you can get your money from that right there. And it's usually 15% right now for admin situations. And I think I think not YouTube, but I think TuneCore, I think they charge like a upfront fee back in the day it was like $75. I'm not sure what it is right now, but it's a one-time fee with them to do that. Yeah, I got the Raiders cap on right now. I got it when I was in Vegas not too long ago. Do you have any self-help books that you recommend? Education? Yes, everything you need to know about the music business. Ron Passman, I believe, Bob Passman. One of the best books. It gives you a general overall view, and I like the way he just puts in his story form for you guys to kind of learn. So that's cool. Yeah. So I want to make sure you guys know, because I didn't, if I had YouTube years ago and people were telling me this stuff, I would have probably saved my ass. Because man, I lost out a lot of money in the beginning, but it probably was for the better. Because I probably would have been crazy if I had the money I was supposed to get. But yeah, any more questions? I want y'all guys to hell, you create a publishing app. I need to create a publishing app. Tell you the truth, I really need to. But we'll see about that. We'll see if I can do something like that to get you guys your money. I might need to talk to a few people. Main thing will be accounting, because I want to make sure I pay people the right way. I want to make sure I do people right. What artists have you worked with lately? I worked with a new artist named Lil Bands from Shreveport, Louisiana. He is signed to Republic, and he's super dope. He just put out a video that we did a couple days ago. He just released it the other day. All right. Yeah, Donald Passman. Yes, very good, very good. Some money on the first deal. All right, so Javar just said he lost a lot of money on the first deal, left a lot of money on the table because he didn't have the right knowledge. And that's pretty much what happens. Like when you first go into it, if you don't really know the knowledge of it, it's like when you first starting out, it's kind of like you kind of just learning. Like, okay, this is what it is, or what I need to do. And then as you get older, you will actually get a lot better. But now, Javar is huge right now in the production world. And I remember meeting Javar when he was a rapper that was producing. The good old 12 days. But now he's super dope, man, and one of the coolest guys out. And y'all need to follow him too on Instagram, man. So Michael Burke says 20% and I'll be fine. Would you recommend for PR, promo, for internet, radio, and all that stuff? Even though it's kind of off topic, I don't really know. I'm like a grassroots type of guy. I never really use that type of stuff. Like, I don't even have a PR person right now. I'm my own PR. Everything that I get from all the stuff that I get is all me making contacts myself. That's all PRs do. Every artist needs to get the book. Everything, yes. Yeah, that's another good book as well. ATL in the house. Now, another thing is what you guys want to understand too is not being trapped into certain publishing deals. Um, we're gonna get all into that, but we're talking about publishing today. We're gonna talk about internships and all that stuff, but we're doing nothing but publishing today. Um, so one thing I do want to talk about is being trapped into certain publishing deals too. Um, how is it legal that I can screw over you in the business and not do anything about it? How is it illegal to take a car over to the car shop and they tell you you got something wrong with it and you really don't, and then they don't even fix the problem? Like, it's a lot of stuff that happens in a lot of different sectors of life other than just the music business. People just think the music business is the worst thing ever. It's not. It's about the knowledge that you have, and sometimes you just got to kind of learn. Like I had to learn, you know what I'm saying? Um, but at the end of the day, you know, the learning lessons made me to what I am right now. It's made me a better producer. It's made me a better businessman and producer. You know what I'm saying? So what about publishing for TV? What about it? You know, it's basically like if you're good, if you want to get some placements or whatever like that, it's best to either get in with somebody who does that, which is very hard, and or you need to try to get to know some music supervisors on some TV shows and try to hit them up and see if they need music. You need to look at the credits. You got to look at the credits. That's what people don't do. Look at the credits, find out these music supervisors, and try to get a hold of them. That's the best thing you can do. But like I was saying before, Birdman publishing and stuff like that. Yeah, and he was learning too. And I could believe him on that situation. I could believe Birdman on that situation when you have dudes that coming off the street and they're used to seeing hard money. Like, that was the same way I was. You know, my biggest placement when I was young, my first one, that was hard money given to me. And I was like, man, I just made me $1,500 for a beat, not knowing that the beat would have gotten me so much more. You know, I was thinking about the hard money to where I almost sold over all my rights. You know what I'm saying? Luckily, I didn't sign anything, but you know, I almost lost out. But but yeah, just try to live and learn. Now, one thing I try to talk about people about places was I talked about my homeboy. I talked to him the other day. He actually signed a pretty big placement, and he was asking me about the money. Now, one thing that I try to tell people a lot is even when I got my first publishing deal, I didn't ask for a lot of money. I could have asked for a lot. And what a lot of these companies and what a lot of these people that do that work for these companies, they will try to get you to sign these big deals. And if you do it, you sign these big deals, there's a chance that you'll be stuck in that contract for so long. And I try to tell people, if you can, just try to do like an admin deal where it's for a certain amount of time or maybe for that one record or two. And in that way, you just get some money up front, because if the record is moving enough, the money that you're taking up front is going to get paid off quicker, and then you'll just begin your publishing checks every quarter, or every quarter, or every, you know, or 2 times a year. But I get mine every quarter. So when you have those type of situations, it's actually a little bit better because, you know, I could have gotten certain deals where they gave me some astronomical numbers, but I would have been locked in to basically like doing like 20 songs. And if I didn't place 20 records, I would be stuck in that deal to this point. Like right now, my deal requirements are pretty much done. Yeah, that's the Scottie Pippen deal. Yeah. Yeah. So, you know, with some of these other places like Song Trust and like TuneCore, they're just doing an admin deal. You pay them the 75 or 100, whatever it's cost to get on there, and they just collect your money for you. And it might not be an upfront fee, but at the end of the day, everything that's coming in past that point is going to be a positive income. Um, Nice. I want to do all the work. Too busy. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But at the end of the day, you know, you have to look at what you actually need. So if somebody did actually come to you with a publishing deal or whatever, what do you really need? And I see a lot of people fall into the victim of, oh dang, they finna give me $150,000. I'm gonna sign this deal. But next, you know, they don't really think about the deal, because it's like, okay, if I sign this deal, they might have a requirement that you have to turn in 6 songs. And you might say, well, hey, 6 songs is cool. That's nothing. But on a 100% scale, if you produce 6 songs and you only get 50% of the beat, you only get 50% of the song, basically, that's not 6 songs. You still got, a lot more percentages to work out. So when people usually say 6 songs, I usually put that in my head as being 12 songs because it's at 100% scale. So you have to be real wary about, actually taking a publishing deal rather than taking an admin deal. So yeah. Working on 6 hours a day, I'm broke. Not English Bliss, please help me. And then at the end of the day, like I tell people a lot, man, like I learned a lot just over the years about actually losing. Like I don't look as losing like L's as losing. I look as learning lessons. For real. The L's are not meant for losing. Is SoundCloud any good to use? Yeah, SoundCloud is good. People still get on SoundCloud and stuff like that. Yeah, that's still good. Very much so. 50% is a lot. Yeah, 50% is a lot, but let's look at the grand scheme of things. Say, for instance, you're a hot producer. You are scorching hot. You're young. You're a hot producer, or older, and you just got hot. And let's say, for instance, that publishing company says, look, we're going to take 50% of your publisher, not your writer share, but just your publishing share. And what we're going to do is we're going to place you in the studio. We're going to get your songs directly to Lil Baby, Moneybagg Yo. We're going to get them to Kanye. We're going to put you in the studio with these people. But for us doing that, you're going to have to give us 50% of your publishing. And on top of that, we're going to give you $500,000 up front just to keep you straight for a while. And then that way, once you pay everything down, you're good. Then you could turn around and then that 50% seems like a lot now. But if you're in the studio and you're constantly working and constantly getting placements, that 50% can go a long way. And once you meet those requirements, you know what I'm saying? Once you meet those requirements, then you can renegotiate your deal at any point. You know what I'm saying? No, I meant in a publishing deal, there's a lot of people in a song. Yeah, now in a publishing deal, yeah, that is another thing too, where if it's a lot of people that's involved in the song, yeah, your publishing can be chopped down to 15%. And then you'll still have to, come about. So that happens a lot because you see a lot of these songs right now, it's sometimes 3, 4, or 5 even producers on a song. So at the end of the day, it's kind of like how you can work out that publishing. But if that keeps you going, you still have a positive income coming in. You still have a positive income, and that's what the whole basis of all this is. We do music to have fun and to be able to take care of ourselves. Now, don't get me wrong. I was actually thinking about doing a full pub deal because they was going to give me a whole bunch of upfront money, but I had to think about what type of producer I was and how I do my thing. And how I do it is I start basically from scratch. I don't usually get placed in the studio with this person. And sometimes I might end up in the studio on my own reconnaissance or whatever. But at the end of the day, I usually do everything to where I do it myself. And then that way it's kind of like I don't really need nobody to place me in the studio and take that amount of publishing. So yeah, I just wanted to, get on here today and talk to you guys on a Saturday early because football is about to start. Well, it's already started. And usually I like to take my Saturdays off. And I want to do a video too. But I just didn't feel like recording that. I felt like talking to you guys about that because I get so many like emails and DMs about publishing and why, if you should take it or if you should not take it. And I tell people it's all basically depending on your need at the time. If you don't need the money, I would just take basically an admin situation and just, I'll have an admin situation and just basically, take it like that and just get my money collected for me so that if a record does get really big, I'll get the most back. But if I am super new to the situation and I want to get more placements and stuff like that, then I'll probably do a full pub deal. And then I would try to renegotiate later on and try to get as much upfront money as I could. Is Empire good? Yeah, Empire's good. You know what I'm saying? They're like a full record company now. Like Empire's like running it. You know what I'm saying? They definitely running it. So if y'all got any more questions, let me know. I appreciate everybody that's on the thing. Thanks to Javar coming on here. Y'all scroll down, man. Try to follow Javar. He's super dope. He's one of the hottest producers out right now, and he's just a dope individual. Like, you know what I'm saying? Comes through, always dope. Pulled up on me at my spot. You know what I'm saying? I pulled up on him a few times, or whatever. He's hooked me up with a few things, and he's just a really great guy. So, what if you already own 50% of the beat of the song and you wrote, and they still want 50%? It's like I don't think you understand the man. Like, if you own 50%, then you own 50% of it. You know what I'm saying? It's just that when you turn around, you in that publishing deal, they're going to take 50%. So basically, they're taking 25%. You just got to chop it in half from there. Nashville mostly had co-writers for song, plus each of his publishers too. Yes, that is correct. And Nashville publishers are totally different because, like in Nashville, there is really no, when you think about producer, most people think about hip hop producer, but in Nashville is different because there's a lot of session players. The producers, are totally different because they might not even play an instrument, but they'll put everything together. And that's just for me, knowing my guy Blanco Brown, and Blanco actually records at my studio, so he's actually put me on game about how everything works in Nashville. How old I am? I am 41 years old. Have my thank you very much. The Lab Music Group, thank you. You guys already know. I don't care if you give me $1 or $2. I appreciate it. I'm not one of these beggars out here. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. But I appreciate everybody coming on to the live today. I know it's Saturday. I know a lot of you guys like to jump on the lives like later on in the day, but I appreciate everybody that came on to live today. You know what I'm saying? If you guys can go ahead and smash that like button, man. I need some more likes on here so people will know what's kind of going on. Please smash that like button. And if you can, go to my live section on my page and share this information with people. Like, this is what we do. We try to share information with people. You know what I'm saying? So please, y'all go ahead and smash that like button on here. If you're not following me, please go ahead and follow me and turn on those post notifications. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. Like, it's very much appreciated for anybody who donates to the cause, because I just really take the money that I get and I just put it back into what I'm doing. So I actually got a new camera coming in. I got a new light kit coming in. I got all that stuff coming in. So I don't use this money for nothing. And for people who actually join my lives, I actually got a surprise for you guys as well. So I'm actually doing it. Oh, thank you, Mr. Brown. Thank you. I don't want to mess up your name. Or man's music. Or your man's music. Dang, I know I butchered that. I butchered that bad. But thank you guys so much. Thank you. But yeah, I got a big surprise. So a company sent me over a new MIDI controller, and I'm actually going to be doing a giveaway, my first giveaway, and it's going to be dope. It's going to be really dope. Okay. Oyama. Okay. Thank you. Oyama Music. Okay, Yama's Music. Thank you very much, man. That's a great way of doing it, because I'll butcher somebody's stuff. But I appreciate everybody coming on. Thank you guys so much for coming on to live. Make sure y'all hit that like button and let this YouTube algorithm know that, this is some good content and everything. Do I get a YouTube check? Yes, I do. I actually do. I actually get a YouTube check. You know what I'm saying? I actually do. It's not as big as like some of these huge YouTubers, but it's enough to kind of keep me going and keep me inspired to doing things. So I appreciate you guys for keeping me inspired and doing it. And I basically take my YouTube check and I use that to buy stuff to like either do reviews on or to buy stuff to make the videos better. Like like even this camera I got right here, as you can see, it's a little bit better, and I got some more lights, and I got you know, a few other things. So, you know, hey, what I want to tell everybody is, look, at the end of the day, I got my biggest hit record when I was 34 years old. My biggest record, I made it when I was 34. It got huge. Oh, Marcus Dorsey, thank you so much, Marcus. Thank you guys. I got my biggest hit record when I was 34 years old, and it just got bigger and bigger. And from that point all the way to now, I have been producing for a lot of people, and I've been learning the game so much. So it's no time limit on this game. You can be 24, 34, 14, 54, whatever. If your music is good, your music is good. Age is not a factor. I'm telling you this right now. Age is not a factor. Yeah, Watch Me Whip. That was my biggest record, and still is biggest record. And I think it's diamond now. I actually called the people to order my plaques yesterday, so I got to fill that out and make sure that it's cool. So yeah, I have basically a diamond selling record, and then from there I had produced a couple more records that went platinum and gold. I'm actually learning more about the country side of everything, but you know, we'll see about that. I've been to Nashville a few times, and you know, since Blanco's been in, he's kind of been telling me a few things. And one thing that I do, one thing that I do like about Nashville is they actually, you know, have resources for writers, session players, everything other than like hip hop and you know other stuff. Like they actually have, you know, I can't even think of it right now, but they have oh Jesus, I can't even think right now. But they take care of their session players and writers. They make sure everybody gets paid the right way, gets credited the right way. They do everything. So I actually kind of like that. So that's dope. Oh man, thank you guys a lot, man. I need to stay on the live a little bit longer, man. Y'all guys are really hooking me up right now. I appreciate all that. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. Oh man, another $2. Thank you so much. Thank you. Million, the track. Yes, Dewan Jackson. Thank you guys so much, man. I really appreciate you guys donating. I just try to do the best I can for everybody on the site. So yeah, if you got any more publishing questions, let me know, because I'm about to log off in a minute. But I appreciate everybody that has donated. How do I check if I have publishing already? Well, first thing you want to do is you want to make a ASCAP or BMI account. You want to go ahead and make your writer's account for it and a publisher's account. Register the songs that you got. And then from there, you just kind of wait and see if you got something going on. But you still need to register a publishing company with ASCAP or BMI or CSAC or whatever company you want to use to get your performance. That's the first thing you want to do, is get your performance account straightened out. And then from there, if you see something coming in, cool. And if not, you can still do everything through TuneCore. Thanks. Keys Collab. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for donating. I appreciate that. So that's the first thing to do. Thank you. Man. Mr. Piano. Mr. Piano, thank you so much. So yeah, y'all make sure to hit that like button. You know what I'm saying? If you guys want to donate, please, that's cool. If not, I appreciate you guys just coming on the live today. Do you keep all the money or they take a percentage with this particular day? Every publishing, everything is going to take a percentage somewhere down the line. That's how it works. If they're doing some work for you, they got to get paid too. You know what I'm saying? How to send money. I'm not sure. I think you just, do like the live chat thing or whatever. It's like a little $ button at the bottom of the thing of the chat. You can send it. Master my songs. Now, I really don't master like that. If you watch some of my videos of me making beats, I show my mastering chain on there. So you got to go back to me making beats. And at the end of the video, when I play my beats, I show my little mastering chain on there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh, man. Oh, okay. You met me 2 years ago. That's dope, bro. That's dope. glad to have met you. I hope I was not intoxicated or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? But I hope it was a good meetup or whatever, man. But you know, I'm pretty personable, and everything is all good. But I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate that. You know, I appreciate everybody who's donated, man. So yeah, y'all go ahead and smash those like buttons. Smash those like buttons. If you haven't smashed it, please go ahead and hit it, and let the algorithm know that this is something worth it. And then please share this live on 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 your pages or whatever on your channel. Share this content. Go to my lives and look at my lives. I'm gonna start doing more lives on here for you guys. Oh, thank you, Angus Brown. Thank you so much. Everybody, tell everybody on here. Everybody, just tell everybody to smash that like button so we can get these likes up. And I'm gonna start doing more lives. So you guys let me know. Even at the end of this video, you guys can hit me up on my email, or you can hit me up directly on here, because I actually go back and look at your comments on the lives or whatever. So yeah, let me know what you guys want to, you know, get any information about. I'm gonna be doing some more live cookups on here as well. You know, when I do my live cookups, I do straight from scratch, so it's not like we're on here. I try to do like some dope live cookups, and you know, hey, we're gonna try to get to this. So I don't really have no Bolo gang or no Bolo army and nothing like that. I just want to say, oh, thank you, Edward. Thank you so much. I just want to say, man, I appreciate you guys coming on, and thank you, David. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys coming on here, showing me some love, you know, donating, everything like that. It means the world to me, because I never thought I would ever even get to this point to where people would want to just sit down and hear me just talk like that. So, yeah, so I will see you guys on the next live, which will probably be Monday. I think Monday. And y'all let me know what y'all want me to do, and y'all let me know what y'all want me to talk about, and we are going to get busy. So thank you guys so much. You know, subscribe, comment, turn on those post notifications. If you like this type of stuff, hit that thumbs up. We're not doing no thumbs down today. But either way, I really don't care. So, you know, hope you guys enjoyed this content. Hope you guys learned something from it. And like I always say, peace out. Go Bucks, even though I got a Raiders hat. Oh, Shamia, that's how you say it, Shamaya Strozer. Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. All right, you guys, appreciate it. Donate to the cause. If you can't donate in live, donate later on. Thank you guys so much. See you guys later on, man.